ya, you bathtub fart bubbles! Galactic Criminal here, and today we got ourselves a four-piece heavy metal band from Lithuania. Why do I say heavy metal, you ask? Well, that is because I cannot pinpoint their genre with a Google search. It's looking like they're a little bit of everything, which has me rather intrigued. Why am I checking out this band, you may ask? Some motherfucker said I'd like it. Haha, with that said, let us dig in. Awakening Sun. Empty. 1, 2. What? 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 Man! I mean, I guess I can see now why I was unable to pinpoint their exact genre. Oh, I have thoughts. I mean, seriously, when I Google the band, it says a blend of melodic death, thrash, and groove metal, which I most certainly pick up there. But I saw a couple other places saying like thrash and progressive style metal, so I felt like it was kind of all over the board there. And then again, when you hear the music, that makes a lot of sense. To me, it sounded like progressive groove with some thrash element as well as melodic depth, like even with the cleaner style of sound within the chorus bit of this track reminded me of like early 2000s fucking like alternative rock bands, while also kind of blending that feel again in the chorus bit with the more melodic death metal element to it. That clean bit, dude, the way that the melody ends on the high note is something that I believe, I've kind of said this in other ways before, but I believe if it wasn't done the way they did it here, it would have not sounded very good or satisfying. A lot of like cleaner style melodies, or any melodies regardless, often sound more satisfying when they end on like a lower note. It kind of feels like that's how it's ending. You kind of feel like it's ending when you hear that lower note at the end of a melody. That's typically what's done, and I feel like they kind of flipped that idea on its head, again being a sort of more like progressive style element. Man, so good! Such an incredible blend of different styles that just were like so incredibly cohesive throughout this entire track. I do kind of wish they had went back to like the Tekka Tekka. We did get a little bit of thrash element with the Tekka Tekka there. Then again, the fact that they didn't doesn't really bother me that much. It just feels like a callback to that would have been kind of nice, but regardless of that, I'm drooling for fuck's sake. Regardless of that, every element I thought was so incredible to me. Man, a band sounding like this that I'm having a hard time doing the words right now as to what I want to say. I don't think I've heard anything like that in a long time. Something that kind of took me off guard. Yes, it's like the sort of like almost like Gojira-esque style of like groove, where there's kind of like there's a lot of repetition, but the repetition is fantastic. What they came up with is so incredibly engaging and cool sounding that I want to keep hearing it over and over again. That fucking riff, dude, that tapping riff was so fucking sick. I could not get enough of that. I'm gonna listen to this song a bunch more times. And another one that I hope some of my other fellow reactors have done videos on, because I'm curious of some other people, what other people's opinions were of this motherfucker, because that was awesome. I have zero criticisms, besides me saying I wish they had brought the thrash back a little bit. That's not really a criticism, it's just a preference, because I like that rhythm. Everyone who watches my channel, they know I like the Tekka Tekka. Man, the blast beats, dude, the blend of like the clean and the harsh style vocals. All the guitars are doing incredible, bass lines fantastic, and drumming so cool, dude. The groove of this thing, man, it got into like, there's so many solid grooves in this to move to. It sounds to me like a band that would absolutely would benefit to see them live. Some bands I could be like, I'm satisfied with the recording, I probably wouldn't go see them live. This I would love to see this live. Lithuania, huh? Maybe one day. I thought this was awesome. What the rest of you fuckers think of it, let me know in the comments below. Of course, there'll be a link in the description for this video, so you can go ahead and watch it for yourself full screen full audio and get the full experience. And as always, have yourself a fantastic evening.